All right, let's talk about something that sounds, well, a little crazy. What if I told you that you could start a business right now, today, with absolutely zero capital? I'm not kidding. We're going to walk through the entire blueprint. It might seem impossible, but believe me, the rules of the game have totally changed. And this right here is the core idea. Just think about that. It's not about how much money you have saved up. It's about the tools you probably already have, a phone and an internet connection. This one sentence completely flips the old way of thinking about business on its head. Let's just bust the biggest myth right now. The old model, the way our parents thought about it, meant you needed a huge investment. We're talking lakhs for an office space, for inventory, for staff. It was a high-stakes, high-risk game. But the new model, it's completely different. Today, your inventory is a skill. Your office is your laptop or your phone. The cost to get started has literally dropped from lakhs of rupees to zero. So where on earth do you begin? It all starts with one thing: picking up a simple, marketable digital skill. This is the absolute foundation. It's the very first building block of your entire business. And look, you don't need a fancy 4-year degree for this stuff. We're talking about skills like basic video editing, simple graphic design, or content writing. These are things that businesses are desperate for every single day, and you can start learning the basics of them, like, right now. So how long does it take to get good enough? And this is the best part. We're talking about a commitment of just 1 to 2 weeks. That is it. Seriously, not months, not years. The goal here isn't to become a world-class expert. It's just to learn enough to be useful so you can get your foot in the door. And the roadmap for learning is super simple. First, you've got amazing free resources. Everything is on YouTube. Second, give yourself that hard deadline, 1 or 2 weeks. That's it. And third, and this is so important, do not get stuck trying to be perfect. Just start. Your number one priority is starting, not perfecting. Okay, so you've put in a couple of weeks, you've learned a new skill. Now what? Well, now it's time to actually turn that skill into a service and go find your very first paying client. And you don't need to build some fancy website or print out business cards. Forget all that. You go where the clients already are. Places like Fiverr and Upwork are basically giant marketplaces, just buzzing with people who need the exact skills we just talked about. All you have to do is create a simple profile and put your offer out there. Now, let's pause for a second, because this next part is a really critical mindset shift. When you get that first client, what should you be focused on? Is it about trying to make as much money as you possibly can right away? Or is there a smarter, more strategic goal you should be aiming for? And here's the answer, and it is so crucial. Your first few jobs are not about the money. They are about building your reputation. Seriously, a glowing 5-star review is worth so much more than a few extra bucks when you're starting out. That review, that social proof, that becomes the currency that lets you charge way more later on. Okay, this is where we zoom out and think bigger. Because getting clients and doing freelance work is awesome, but it's really just phase 1. The true long-term goal is to go from being a person who provides a service to an owner who runs a business. So what do I mean by a system? A system is an asset. It's the difference between you personally editing every single video versus you building a brand or a team or a process that generates income without you having to do every little thing. The goal isn't just to work for money, it's to build something that makes money for you. And you can actually map out this journey. It starts with that first client and that all-important review. You use that social proof to slowly increase your prices. Then, once you have steady work, you can start building a small team, outsourcing some of the work. And from there, you can launch your own unique brand. You see, you evolve from a freelancer into an entrepreneur. So, we've walked through the entire blueprint. We've seen exactly how it's possible. The only thing left now is the most important part of all: actually doing it. The time for just thinking about it, that's over. You don't need some massive, world-changing idea to begin. Just pick one skill. Offer one super simple service. The biggest companies in the world all began with one small, single step. And please, don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait until next week when you feel more ready. The momentum you get from taking one tiny action right now, today, is more powerful than any perfect plan you can cook up for the future.
And that's the bottom line, really. Every single day you wait is another day you're not building your system, you're not getting that experience, and you're not creating the asset that could become your future. The foundation for that business you've been dreaming of, you can lay the first brick right now.
So I'll just leave you with this final thought. We've gone through the whole blueprint, from learning a simple skill all the way to a scalable business. The path is clear. The cost to get started is zero. So the only real question left is, what system will you build?